fact true, I would have voted to convict him.
Now, on this, before I bring Rashid in to ask a question, I want to revisit a few things that you just said about, especially about the assassination of Soleimani,
Sure.
because from sources that I have, they were telling me that he was actually there at the behest of the Iraqi government, and that he was supposed to meet with some Americans too,
Exactly.
on the issue of ISIS, and that America lured him over there to assassinate him. Now,
Exactly. Exactly. And I believe that my sources have told me that. I believe that to be absolutely factual. So in this particular case, Soleimani, who, along with people like Syria's President Assad, have been absolute bulwarks in the attempt to destroy Sunni Wahhabic extremism in the Middle East, an extremism, by the way, that is being supported by the United States, Israel, and Saudi Arabia, just to name three, in an anti-Iran network that has been set up. But you're absolutely right. Soleimani arrived in Iraq and fully expected to be meeting behind the scenes in back channel diplomacy with both the Iraqi and American representatives in a secret chat that was designed to come to some gentleman's terms, perhaps, in terms of what could be done to emphasize any areas of mutual agreement that we might have. And this was the pretext for setting him up in this despicable assassination. Now, again, when you start talking about this, it's not simply immoral, it's not simply evil, it's not simply a violation of international law, but the Iranians have had 2,500-year-old history. For anyone who's studied anything about their history from the time of the Achaemenid Persian dynasty of the Old Testament on forward, the Iranians have a 2,500-year history of being able to successfully deal with foreign occupiers and with foreign exploiters of their national autonomy. And for the president of the United States to have done something like this, the question is not whether or not there will be a draconian blowback price to be paid for this. It's a question of when and how. And when this thing came out on the 3rd of January that Trump had done this, again, I think it is the best example, or the worst, if you choose to say that, of a man who is visceral, who has an element of the mercurial to the point of being imbalanced, and who is listening to advisors. As I said to my older brother, who happens to be, by the way, a Democrat and a very distinguished jurist, I said to him off the record, you know, these foreign policy people that Trump has been picking, you couldn't pick worse people if you went to the phone book and just looked up a random 10 names. These are people that look even crazier than Cheney and Rumsfeld.